Hey girls and boys, it is Mr. McAndrew, the math coach. Super excited to be with you again today. So let's get down to work, or as they say, let's get this party started. So our number this time is right here. How would you read that number? Read that number to yourself right now. Did you say 4,550? All right, excellent job. So you would write that in word form here, okay? You would write that in expanded form if I move my head here, okay? And you would add 100 more here. So here's your hundreds place, okay? And then what we've been working on is this question. You would also put the value of the digit in the tens place. So let's look at that. That would be 5 is in the tens place. So if you have 5 tens, that's 50, okay? And what about the value of the digit in the hundreds place? So if you look, there's also a 5 in the hundreds place. So if there's 5 hundreds, the value is, which you already should have done for expanded form, is 500. Okay, so remember we do this question last. So similar to yesterday, it says, how many times greater is the digit in the hundreds place, right, than the tens place? So we did talk about this yesterday. And, oops, sorry. Let me just grab this right here. Okay, so we talked about, let me delete this. Whoa, that's loud. Mr. McAndrew, turn that volume down. Okay, so yeah, let's delete this. So we have 50, we have 5 tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm going to line them up more like this. Okay, we have 5 tens, and we have, oops, okay. And we have, I'll click on it, just write it, duplicates, and we have 5 hundreds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so, right, we can see that there are 5 tens, and if we multiplied that by 10, we would get 5 hundreds. So let's take a look at that real quick. So if we have 110, okay, and we multiply that times 10, we get 10 tens or 100, okay? And if we had another 10, which we do, and we multiply that by 10, we would have 10 tens, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, regroup. And I got another 100, okay? And if I had another 10 that I multiplied by 10, and I had 10 tens, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 10 or 9? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I regrouped it, we have another 100. So if we go back here, we can see that 50, right, 5 tens times 10 is going to give us 500. So 500 is 10 times greater than 50, okay? So this 5 is 10 times greater than this 5, which makes sense, base 10 number system, right? Every digit, every place to the left is 10 times greater than the one to the right. Okay, so let's take out our next paper. We're going to do some more rounding, okay? But today we're going to do to the nearest 100, okay? So let's go to this page. Should say rounding to the nearest multiple of 100. All right, so we're going to label these. Looks like these got a little wacky here, but that's okay. So we're going to start with 0. Okay, we always start with 0. And we're going to label it. Remember, I'm going to turn it so we have more room. Label it 100, 200. You skip over the little lines, okay? 300. There's not a little line right there, so I'm going to add one. 400. So you're going to label all of these all the way up to 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. What comes after 900? Plus 100. 1,000. Okay? So let's keep going. 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Here we go. 1,000. So what's the next 100? If you add 100 to 1,000, you get 1,100. If we were in class, boys and girls, I wouldn't keep answering all these questions, but we're not in class. You are at home, and I'm on a video. Okay, so we get to 1,400. If we go down here, okay, we would call that 1,500. All right, so label the rest of that row, and when you're done, come on back. So pause the video, okay? All right, so welcome back, guys. So did you get all the way to 2,900? Yeah, I did too. Okay, so here it is. Here's what it looks like. If you need to make any corrections, you can look at mine. Okay, so if we look at our first number, it is 400. I'm looking at this paper. It is 460. So where am I going to find 460? So here's 400. Sorry, here's 400. Here's 500. So what do you think is exactly between 4 and 500? Okay, so what's between 0 and 100? So half of 100 would be 50. Half of 10 is 5. Half of 100 is 50. So halfway between 400 and 500 is 450. So that little tick mark right there means 450. Okay, so 460 should be just a little teeny little bit past that. So we're going to put it right there. We're going to put, I'll do it in a different color again, sorry. I'm going to put 460 right there. Now, we take this paper, right, and we know that 460 is between 400 and 500. So I write down 400 and 500. This comes before it, this comes after it. And which one is it closest to? It's a little bit closer to 500. And you can see it right here, right? It's only 40 away from 500, and it's 60 away from 400. So we're going to circle the 500. Okay? All right, well, let's go down to, I want to go down to this one, 782. So find that on your number line and label where you think 782 is. 782. All right, so I find it here, 700, 800. If that's 750, I'm thinking it's right about there. 782, okay? All right, so here's what I want you to think about. First of all, it's between which two multiples? You can see it, right? 700 and 800. Okay, so it's between 700 and 800, the two multiples of 100. Okay, and which one is it closest to? If we're rounding off that number, we're saying, well, 782 is about 800, right? Because it's closer. You can see it on your number line. It's closer to 800 than it is to 700. Okay, so we're going to circle 800. So here's my question. 782 has a 2 in the ones place. Does it matter what's in the ones place if we're rounding it? So, for example, what if the number was 789? Would that make any difference? Well, let's look. 789 would still be past 750. So it actually doesn't make a difference what is in the ones place, does it? It doesn't. It's really just what's in the tens place. Does it put me past 750? Or on 750? Or before 750? Okay? Now we know, for example, here's one, 850. So 850 is right between 800 and 900. I don't see a tick mark there, so I'm going to make one. So there's 850. So what's our rule? 850 is exactly in between 800 and 900, right? So are we going to round up to 900 or down or stay the same back at 800? We're going to round up. That's what we always do, okay? That's just like an agreement that mathematicians came to. right? It's exactly in between the two of them, but we just decided to round up. You know, why not? Okay, let's do one more. Let's do 1,000, the last one, 1,491. Okay, so find that on your number line. 1,000, actually, you know what? 1,000, let's do, yeah, 1,491. This one's a little bit tricky because it's between 1,400 and 1,500. So I'm going to do this, boys and girls. Change this, cross this out. Let's make it 1,691. Okay, that's much better. Let's just change the whole thing. All right, so find 1,691 on your number line. All right, so I would find it. Here's 1,650. So it's pretty close. 91 would be pretty close to 1,700. So 1,691. Okay, so the nearest 100 is it's between 1,600 and 1,700. So I'm going to write that down. 1,600 and 1,700. And we know it's closer to that one. Okay, so I think I've done enough examples here for you to understand what to do. You still have a few more to do. All right, make sure you find the numbers on the number line. Make sure you put the multiple of 100 before and after and circle the one that it's closest to. All right, boys and girls, awesome being with you as always. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.